And what we just heard from Major Charles Guess of the state police is, first of all, no confirmation on a hunting rifle, being missing from that hunting cabin. Said that reports of a bloody sock from one of the prisoners could mean anything. It could mean a blister. It doesn't necessarily mean an injury. And did not confirm the hunting boots or the boots that were left in the cabin that have also been reported. Joining me now from Santa Fe is retired FBI profiler Candace DeLong. Candace, he said a 10 square mile search. Talk to me about what the challenge is and whether you feel they are still closing in on the best possible leads. I should say 75
They definitely
square
are closing
miles,
in on. They definitely are closing in on the best possible lead. In fact, this is probably the first really substantial lead that's come up in the last 19 days, is finding out exactly where they were, pardon me, and being able to confirm it. The greatest challenge, and I've been in that area, is the intense foliage. The coverage. They are not going to be easily spotted, probably can't be easily spotted from the air. So then we're looking at dogs, search dogs, and human power finding them. Tremendous amount. Dogs are probably being brought in from all over the country, as well as support law enforcement to help them do this job. I'm encouraged.
Candace, when we talk about the foliage, this means that drones and other night vision techniques, helicopters, would not be that helpful. So it really is, they say that they could be covering 10 miles a day, and I should correct myself, it's a 75 square mile area that they're looking in. What does this tell you about the possibility that they can close off the area with all those hunting cabins, empty hunting cabins, because the season doesn't begin until the fall, and not have a real danger to other civilians in the region?
Well, it's a monumental task. 75 square miles, that's a lot of land to cover. There's a lot of cabins up there. It's immense. It's going to take a while. The most helpful thing will be if the bad guys make a mistake. They already have. Let's hope they make another one.
And I wanted to ask you briefly about the reports that we have confirmed that Joyce Mitchell smuggled in the hacksaw and the other tools in raw hamburger meat to the prisoners. We had talked earlier about the security there, but there's a lot of evidence now that packages weren't searched, that people who were employees were able to go in and out, that they didn't have camera surveillance up on the towers so that the manhole cover wasn't covered. What about the sort of sloppiness here at this prison?
Well, it's not looking good for them, is it? It's a huge facility, tremendous amount of employees, and like any other workplace, Andrea, sometimes things get lax, they get overlooked. The interaction that goes on between inmates and employees frequently is not as secure as one would think it would be. Oftentimes, Hollywood, TV and movies present environments that are vastly different than what we're seeing here in Clinton, and Clinton's not so unlike others. And what I mean by that is inmates can come and go sometimes more freely than we believe they can, and they can interact with employees of the prison more freely than we see it presented in the media. And in any workplace, things can happen. Rules are broken, regulations are not maintained.
Thank you very much again, Candace DeLong, former FBI profiler.